Good morning. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Welcome to today's Morning Call Express. It's Thursday and there's a lot of action. Yesterday we had the Fed, no surprises. Some are arguing whether it's dovish, hawkish, but the bottom line is there's probably going to be no more rate hikes this year. They're saying now March, so you saw a little weakness in the banks, a little in the small caps, but high beta tech continues to be where the action is. First thing, which I always do with the S&P futures up too, let me just give you the chart of the S&P cash. All in all, a lot of bears out there are still saying we're going to crash or crack. Well, can't crash or crack when you're above the 8-day moving average. So, write this level down. As long as we stay above 2465, I would just stick with looking for nice setups. And if you're super duper active and you don't want to give yourself that much room, then you can give yourself right here, which is 2474. So for today again, 2474. And if it happens to get above 2481, the march to this 2500 continues. Just take your trades along the way and use a tier system so you could stay with it and keep somewhat comfortable. I've been talking about the bios for 2 weeks. We've had really nice trades in them. Just to give you a quick update on the IBB, you did have a wide range bar, okay, on Tuesday that wound up holding. So at this point, if you're very active, you could be long the IBBs versus this 322 area, and then at some point it probably takes out this prior pivot high of 329.90 to make another move. Last time we focused on it was right here. We were buying versus 308, and then you could have added a 313, and boom, that was a nice trade. So now here we are. As far as high beta tech and Facebook, I talked about that pivot in the recap, okay, and I think yesterday's morning call saying, would we get a Netflix type trade? How do we do that? We get above the momentum high and we stay above it. And with Facebook, it was down 6 points, okay? And then you could have bought it to go green, and then when it took out this momentum area, which was 166, okay, you could have bought and walked away, and you would have been up about 11 points today. So all in all, if you trade after hours, yesterday was a doozy. Not only because it didn't rally fast, you actually had support to buy, and then once it took out this area, it just became a big trade. So now for today, if you're not long Facebook, I wouldn't be buying the open, and if you just want to short it, I would make sure you do it versus maybe a 5 or 15-minute high. So we shall see. If you look what happened with Netflix, Netflix after hours took out that spot, right? It took out this 168, and then you had actually a buyable move in the first 5 minutes. Remember, it came down to 174, and then it grinded up the rest of the day, and now look at it. Netflix actually still looks good for another potential move to highs. So, we'll see how Facebook ends the day. Does it get a big green candle like this, or does it open up 11 and, close up 5 or whatnot? So if you don't like trading the action fast, then, then just wait for the candle to develop, and that's going to be up in this 175 area. Amazon is after the close. I will not be taking a position in Amazon into the print, which I never do regardless, and I won't have an option play. Why? Because this is when I got very excited about Amazon again, right here, buying it in the 990s, and then for that breakout above 1,015, and now here you are. They've given you a nice pre-earnings run, and even if it goes 50 points after, okay, earnings, there's gonna be so much option premium that I'm just gonna either trade it after hours or not. Unfortunately, you don't have a big pivot area like you had in Netflix and Facebook, because it's already extended. So the after hours trade in Amazon won't be so good or not as easy. If you tried to take stocks prior, like I've been right now I'm in actually BABA. BABA gave yourself another nice entry. Why is it another nice entry? Because last time it went sideways here, you could have been buying it versus support, and then you could have added when it got above the 145. So on Tuesday I tweeted out that I'm long BABA again, which was right here. Yesterday you had a nice add. And now here we are at all-time highs. I'll probably trim some and hold some, but this has been a great vehicle for a lot of us. Usually in my note I go over 4 or 5 of the Chinese internet names with different types of setups. I'll give you one of them just in case. So here you go. Nites hasn't gone yet. It looks good. If this were to be able to get above and stay above this 315 area, you know what? It might be able to make a move back to all-time highs. This is when you get excited about a setup, not after 6-7 sessions, but again, you need that volume and that high volume close to get above there. And lastly, I'll leave you with Tesla because, it's been really good to us also. When has it been good to us? Well, here was your red dog reversal. Remember that? We went over it. It feels like it was a month ago. Actually, it was a few weeks ago right here. Then you had another nice trade right there, and now it's going sideways again. And I do think if we can clear this little spot and get above this 347, you have one more trade to fill this gap up to here. But all in all, Tesla's been a great active trade for those of us in RAA. You know, if you weren't stuck when it broke the 8-21 day, you had the luxury of buying the Red Dog reversal and or this move, and now maybe we get another. So with all that said, you know, if you look for setups versus looking for tops, there's lots of things to do. Either way, I wish you luck. Have a great day. I'll see you at the recap.